Hello, my name is Franklin, and I'm with.
Lisa Jewett. I'm the airport director for Grove Regional Airport.
Well, and some people don't know that there's actually an airport in Grove, but can you confirm there's an airport in Grove?
There's an airport in Grove. We are actually one of three in this area, but we are the bigger airport.
Okay. And how long has Grove had an airport?
We have been here since 1960. We recently built this new terminal building in 2015 and moved into it in 2016.
About how much did this cost to have this building, and then about how much has this overall, including the runway and things like that, how much did everything cost?
Well, the building itself was over $1 million. We had a grant from the FAA and the Oklahoma Aeronautics Commission. It was a 50-50 match, which means that the city paid for 50% and the state of Oklahoma paid for 50%. So we also just put in $3 million in our runway to redo it, which hadn't been redone in 20 years. We have new taxiways for future growth. So total of maybe around 10 million in the last 10 years.
Wow. Okay. And then also, what got you to be into the being here at the airport, and then how long have you been here as well?
Well, I have been here at this airport for 15 years. I actually worked for the city of Mammoth for 10 years before that. So, and that's kind of where I got into the aviation part of it, doing paperwork for the FAA.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then some people will be in a job maybe for a year or something like this, but why have you stayed so long? Like 15 years is a good amount of time working at one place.
Well, I'm not going to lie, it's the people. I love the people here. I love the airport. I love being around aviation. We are a huge family here. It's a great place to work, and you need to do what you love, and this is what I love.
And I didn't look too much into this, but I did see that you got Airport Manager of the Year award. Is
I
that correct?
did. I did. I was airport manager for the state of Oklahoma.
Wow, interesting. About how many airports are there, do you believe, in Oklahoma? I know there's like the Tulsa airport. I mean,
Mhm.
when I think about airports, typically I think about there's a Tulsa airport, or I know about X and A and
Right.
things like that. But in general, about how many do you think there are?
They're right under 200,
Wow.
and yeah, there's a lot of general aviation airports, and that includes the small towns that also have a runway. But we're very close. All of the airport managers in the state of Oklahoma, we're very close, and we interact. We are in a association together, and the association, which is the Oklahoma Airport Operators Association, they're the ones that actually give out these awards.
Okay. Wow. And I still remember one thing that you told me, and I think this is kind of interesting for people that the first place that some people see of Grove is the airport. And I was wondering, how is that the case?
Well, we have a lot of people that fly in here. As you know, Grove is a retirement community.
Hmm.
It's a lake community. So we have a lot of people that fly into this area to look for homes, to look for summer homes. They come in and out for doctor's appointments. We have a lot of doctors in the Tulsa area that have smaller offices here. Those doctors are flying into our airport. You know, just people are flying in all the time. We have the park behind us, an industrial park that has lots and lots of different businesses, which is more than 70% aviation related.
Hmm. How many airplanes do you think come to the airport?
Well, because we are a seasonal community, it varies so much. In the summertime, it's incredible. You couldn't even imagine. I mean, we could have up to 15, 20 per day. But in the wintertime, maybe two per day. It just depends on the time of the year.
Now, I remember that Florida was about to get hit by a hurricane, and I really appreciated your post that you did, that you were saying that if anybody in Florida basically needed to have a place to put their airplane, then they could consider the Grove Airport. And I was wondering, did anybody take you up on that offer?
Well, by the time we made the offer, most of those people were actually grounded there and couldn't get out.
Okay.
But we did have a lot of people reach out to us and say, thank you. Not a lot of airports have done that. We have 100,000 square feet of concrete apron, which a lot of general aviation airports have an asphalt uh, apron, which is like parking. But we have concrete. We're very blessed with that. So that's why we reached out to, we have so much room that we could help them with that.
Well, I know that really resonated. Your post really resonated with people. I posted it on the Grove, Oklahoma Connection Facebook group, and then a lot of people reshared that. because we were thankful we could do something
Absolutely.
for Floridians. And I'm partial to Florida. I'm from Florida as well,
Mhm.
so as I'm thankful for that. But one thing that you offer, which I think is cool, is that anybody basically can come here and get a tour from you. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yeah. We do school tours all the time. In fact, I have a school tour coming up this Friday. Miami Public Schools is bringing some children over. Well, they're not children, they're actually high school students. They're going to be coming over to tour Horizon, and then they're going to come over here. So we're going to pull some airplanes out for them. And we newly have a flight school here now. So, I mean, they'll be able to talk to those guys if they have any questions. We just try to offer anything to get kids involved in aviation.
And talking about flight school, there's actually a class in session right now as we're speaking
Yes.
at
Yeah.
the airport, at this airport.
Yes. Yeah. So we have something that's kind of unusual, and it just recently came to us. We have what's called a DPE, which is a designated pilot examiner. So after you take your pilot lessons with your CFI, which is a certified flight instructor, someone still has to sign you off on that. And it's very rare around here to have one of those at your airport, and we're very blessed to have one now.
Okay, awesome. And what I also learned, which I think is, well, before, just a minute, before I get to that, I want to, okay, you also told me about an angel program that the airport is involved in.
Yes.
And what is an angel program? And can you tell us a little bit more details about that?
Well, the Angel Flight program is a program where um, someone that's in need for medical, if they need to fly to MD Anderson or someplace like that, they can we can schedule them with a pilot that's going to fly them up there for free. And the pilot, helps cover the cost of that fuel and that. They just use their time. They volunteer to do that. So we're really big working with Angel Flight for that.
That's a big deal,
It is.
especially when money it can be tight and medical bills can be high
Yeah.
to have a service like that. And so I know a lot of people are appreciative of that as well. And another thing that you told me about was a scholarship, aviation scholarship. I learned about it first when I
Yeah.
was on the tour with you and talking about the airport and all of that. And I'm not sure if people know about that. So that's what I believe is the pre-Black Friday deal in Grove, Oklahoma, but it's year round, I believe.
Yeah,
But
you can get in there anytime. We have a gentleman that his family, he's since passed away, and his family has a scholarship through Grove High School, and it's for any Grove student that wants to go to flight school or wants to do ground school or something like that, and they'll give toward that. So anyone who's interested in that, please contact me, and I'll hook you up with the right person.
okay, and about how much does someone get from that
It's
scholarship?
2,500.
All right, and that money is waiting for someone to actually use.
Yeah.
What I thought was significant is this family had their son that unfortunately died in an aviation accident, but instead of them just thinking about themselves, they were thinking about others. They were thinking about how can we use his story to actually help and impact other people, and that's why
Right.
they've done this aviation scholarship,
Right.
which I think is excellent.
Yeah, we're actually working on another scholarship program too. We recently had one of our own members here. He passed away,
Mm.
and the family and friends of him, they're trying to put together a program to offer another scholarship. So that
Wow.
is another one we're working on right now.
Wow. I thought I was just going to be highlighting one Black Friday deal, but it's like, well, there's more than that. And
Yeah.
so there's a lot of things going on here at the airport that people might not know about. And I think it's important to spend the time coming here and just knowing a little bit more about the city of Grove
Mhm.
and specifically just having that tour from Lisa, which I think is will be very beneficial. I know this is not a part of the airport, but I believe that Grove Public Schools has an aviation program. Is that correct?
They do, and they recently just got a grant for a flight simulator, which is a huge deal.
Okay, and I think I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
I think that's would be fun to see the flight simulator. And so do students sometimes come over here as well, or how does that
No,
work?
they do it all at the school. They have a special teacher that's went through a program, and that teacher teaches everything.
Okay.
So they do all of it at the school, so the kids can just stay right there within the classroom environment.
Okay, but they're getting a hands-on
Yes.
training to do
Mhm.
something very practical, which is very necessary. People need to
Mhm.
travel and all of that,
Right.
and so I'm very interested in things like that.
Yeah.
and allowing students to have practical skills like that.
Right. And every once in a while, GRDA is based here. They have their helicopter based here,
And
and
what
they'll
is
bring
GRDA?
Grand River Dam Association,
Okay.
and they'll bring the helicopter over here and let the kids look through it and see what a really nice helicopter looks like. And that gets them really excited about aviation.
Wow.
So, and any of my pilots that we have here, we have 35 T hangars and 22, or I'm sorry, 35 box hangars, which are private hangars, and 22 T hangars. They're more than welcome. They'll pull out their aircraft anytime to let kids look at them.
Cool. Now, when I know I've heard hangars a lot of times in my life. I know that's associated with airplanes, but what is a hangar? Is it where what I'm thinking of is like a clothes hanger, and you have like a airplane that's hung on that. Obviously, that's not the
No.
case, but what is a hangar?
Well, there's two types of hangars that we have. We have a box hangar, which is a private hangar. The way we make money here at the airport is we have land leases and we have T hangar rentals. We, the airport, own the T hangars, and that's just a big building that has anywhere from 8 to 10 different little compartments where you can put an airplane in it.
Okay.
And then we have the private hangars, which those are on lease. Those people, they build the hangar, they own the hangar, but they lease the property from us.
Hmm.
And that's how most general aviation airports make their money.
Okay.
So a box hangar is just a big, huge, giant building, open building where you can put your aircraft, especially larger aircraft, in and out. And then a T hangar, like I said, is one big building with just different sections.
Hmm. I think another thing I could say is I think it is nice for pilots to come here because there's a pilot lounge room
Yep.
where people can come, and you said you had like the weather station on and
Yep.
things like that for them to see. People have they could be in like comfortable chairs and all of that, and just I think this is nicely done. People come here and even get like their mail and other
Yeah,
things
I
like
mean, if
that. It's
I
kind
have
of
a
like a
lot of
home style
Yeah,
environment.
we have a lot of people that have their packages shipped here when they can't be home to
Mhm.
sign for them. We have a full service 24-hour pilots lounge where the pilots can enter after hours if we're not here, and they have access to the pilots lounge and a bathroom and actually even a storm shelter.
Oh, this is okay. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
Okay, so there's a storm shelter here as well. I would like to see that storm shelter if we're able to.
absolutely.
Okay, yeah, we need to. Okay, that'll be fun to see as well. Okay, where can people go to find out more information about the Grove Airport?
They can call me here at the airport, 918-786-6150, or you can literally just stop by.
Okay.
We're right across the street. The main entrance is right across the street from the Grove High School.
Can you tell us
Yeah,
the website and Facebook page as well?
sure. Our website is www.groveregionalairport.com. And we also have a very active Facebook page. It's KGMJ Grove Airport. And that's our Facebook page. And we're very active on that. I post a lot of different aircraft and things like that.
And I just remember my question that I want to ask you. This is called the Grove Regional Airport. Now I know that XNA, for instance, used to be the Northwest Arkansas Regional Airport, but now they're the Northwest Arkansas National Airport. What is the difference between a regional airport and a national airport? What
or
is a
even
regional
or even a
airport?
municipal airport. It's
Regional
the
municipal
it's all
airport.
based on the number of jets that you have based at your airport. So,
Okay.
in order to be a regional airport, you have to have X amount of jets, and
Hmm.
then national, of course, you're going to have the bigger, like American and United coming into your airport.
What are some interesting planes that have come here, and has there been some pretty big planes that have landed here
Yeah.
as well?
Yeah, we've had some really big planes. We've had G5s and we've had a Global before, which is a massive jet. Of course, our runway is only 5,250 feet. So, it's not long enough to have the big, big jets like American or something like that. But we are able to handle pretty good sized jet.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add before we end?
Nope, just that if anybody ever wants to bring their children out here, or if they just want to come out here, I mean, we would be more than happy to give you a tour of the airport. And if we possible at the time, we'll pull out some aircraft and, just a little bit of notice, and we'd be happy to do that.
All right. Thank you so much, Lisa.
You're welcome. Thank you guys.